This is by no means a complete list. It's something where I've seen at least some one or two use cases where I've seen practically people have used data-driven pattern extraction via machine learning for that particular purpose. Otherwise, I've not put it. But there are many small experiments going on in several areas. For example, there are people talking about identifying clusters of testers in terms of very good testers, somewhat moderate testers. So that's something I've not put here. But some people have tried that kind of a unsupervised clustering techniques to identify, different groups of testers. It's nothing to do with test process itself, but something to do with the people angle of testing. So let's look at all of this. All of these are based on the premise that we have some background testing data available for us to improve our process. When you say improving our process, you need to understand that there is always an element of improvement in terms of efficiency, which is basically reducing end-to-end turnaround time, or it could be in terms of reducing cost by reducing the number of people to do that, by making sure that you have an automation possibility. Or also the other efficiency model is, can we have the same tester do a lot more work as compared to what earlier we were able to do without such kind of possibility? Or it could be also about quality improvement. It's not that we only talking about automation efficiency. We should also talk about, can we bring some kind of quality improvement to all that, or can we bring better predictability? So if you see, all of these have different business goals. Some of them have goals from an automation perspective, some of them have cost reduction, some of them have total headcount reduction, some of them have quality improvement, some of them have just to make things from infeasible to feasible. So I'll give you one example. This comes actually when we're talking about end-to-end test automation. I'll come there. But today, let me give you one category of applications which is going to become the very common applications in a specific domain called networks. 5G networks are going to come our way in the next 3 to 5 years. And believe me, 5G network configurations are so complex that they have at least hundreds of parameters, each parameter taking tens of values. And imagine testing such kind of parameterized networks is impossible to do it with humans, or even to develop end-to-end lifecycle process for that. They are talking about AI as the only resort for testing 5G, let me tell you. So there are domains which are getting more and more data intensive, parameter intensive, extremely large data driven process, which are going to resort only to an AI driven process. So without further ado, let's go through one by one. I'll be just skimming through. It's not like I'll go through entire detail of it, because each one can be a huge area by itself. But this is to give you a breadth first view of possibilities.